At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be changing nominally.
Say the same for the trooper.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Got a convoy overdue back from the landing pad. Admit I'm a bit worried. Something tells me you ran into the reason they ain't been back. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left, watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milver Street. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden. Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment. You're back, I see. Something to share? Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words, when my deal comes through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Oh, no. Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No,
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now, hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Perish the thought. The first rule of diplomacy is never to slight a potential ally, if it can be avoided. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Please,
Hear me out. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
Sure has some chic putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. It seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it, though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? No. You didn't know her. Not like I did. Like I thought I did. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. The Order of the Ascent is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The Grand Plan and all that used to be part of the Protectorate before their big falling out. Believe they can predict the future or some such, but nice plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. I can't believe the Order plotted our murder. But 10 years ago, I would have said the same about DeVries. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Used to think they were good people trying to do right by their beliefs. But if they put the idea in DeVries' head to leave us for dead, it might be time I reassess that opinion. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, void, even capital. I know how most colonies run. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. No, didn't even know DeVries was alive until she brought the satellite down. Until then, what kept me going was mostly training and stubbornness. And Val. But to your point, holding someone who's wronged you accountable for their actions ain't an act of vengeance. Some might call it justice. You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? No. But it might keep her from stealing more years from someone else. Or doing worse still. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there.
Commander. Stringing up their own people. Sick bastards.
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want? Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both. While it pains me to act in what might be contrary to the Brigadier's personal conviction, I do believe the Sovereign would expect me to honor the Vigilance Station. Still, I can't simply have you saunter through the gates. It would cause a terrible stir. Though there must be a way. The gibbets. There is little view of who's within them, so I can use them to haul you into the station without notice. I won't lock them, so you can free yourself once inside. I remember her. She and I occasionally met to take pot shots at the local crabba population. She worked on the command floor. There's a chance she lingers, quietly continuing her work. Or she could be dead. Regardless, it has been quite some time since I saw her. You may leave, or you may be carried within the walls. The choice is yours. Allow me to open them for you and your companions. Getting folks inside can be a little tricky, and try not to move much or they'll start swinging something fierce.
can't believe that actually worked.
This cannot be happening. Not again. Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastrell, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience, though it will do nothing to commute your sentence. On the charges of sabotage and treason most contemptible, I find you both guilty.
No. No, please! This is all a misunderstanding! We're loyal!
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait, I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the skip labs, before the incident. Didn't I set security on you? How are you here? Alive?
You got security called on you outside the skip labs?
You must have been the cause of everything that happened that day. And to think I could have stopped you. Perhaps I would have, if I'd not been so vexed over mere demerits. Others named Hogarth a traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is inflicting more injury to the Protectorate right now than the whole of what Hogarth is accused of. In any case, the writ all but obliges me to aid you. Perhaps now we can put an end to all of this lunacy. If I can just speak with Montelli, maybe I can persuade him to stand down. Go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station. I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions misinterpreted. I could be named a traitor, as Vigilant Hogarth was. Or sentimental refreshment. No. Surely High Command will understand the need for this transfer of power. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate, not myself. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior, he's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means. Why did you not mention any of this before? Never mind. If this is indeed the Vigilance will, then what other choice can be made? Much as I prefer a peaceable solution, you're right. The Protectorate would be made stronger by his passage. If he cannot serve as a general, he may yet serve as an example. It would still be best to investigate Montelli's terminal for anything that might unsettle or unbalance him before our confrontation. You will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank keycards can often be found in the contraband room, and there's a terminal for encoding access in the security office. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, but mind the guards. They'll still attack you on sight. I will join you as soon as you go to confront Montelli. In the meantime, I'll gather what weapons and allies I can.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters?
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the box relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood you.
Enter your belt. I'm locked and stocked.
Some kind of slack way of faffing about. It's over there? It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are... Sovereign provides, the system abides. Huh? Enough of this wandering to and fro. What was...
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Much ado about nothing.
Got my lamps on a hot.
That's you!
in a man's perfect thought.
Seems like trouble.
Aborting search!
The sovereign provides, the system abides.
What?
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
They hate
Help?
Someone hiding. Remain vigilant. Through him.
Shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Was just, patrolling the sewers, monitoring for suspicious activity. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly. Only patrolling one of the most vulnerable parts of the station? Yes, that's it. Very specialized work. Discreet, confidential. You'd never comprehend the value of this task. The what? Word to the wise. A Protectorate station is hardly the place to be making light of one's affiliations. Brigadier Montelli would be ecstatic to hear you spout such humorous quips. You'd be labeled a heretic. But I'm sure he'd chuckle as you swung from the gallows. Forgive my unease. I thought Montelli sent you to see to my execution, or some other absurdity. I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't... That'd be a fine idea. If only there weren't a group of starving raptidons that saw fit to make a den so close to the grate. I don't know. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. You're right. What are odds to a soldier of the vaunted Protectorate? Safeguarded by the Sovereign's mercy. I'll take those odds any day. See you around, stranger. Just as soon as I gather my curve.
Got my lamps on. Let me know when you need an instruction. off!
Every component is vital. Off to reload! Enemy dead! Each part supports the system.
Stay there, ambitious!
Breaking for cover!
Commander, you're bleeding! You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Erection or euthanasia? Their choice!
Knew you had my back.
Enemy approximating in our vicinity.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully. Quick once over. Giving chase. Back to it.
The sovereign provides, the system abides. Huh? What the? I am a...
Quite possibly a scoundrel. There, found him again.
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great Protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself. Hardly. I perform with full confidence the role the paradigm has cast me in. A well-honed blade with which to smite the Protectorate's mightiest foes.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor. It was a lingering hope, nothing more. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it. You incompetent! I asked you to do one thing!
Trusting the enemy to do your bidding. You always were a guileless fool, Corbin. Were it up to me, I would sentence you to the slow and painful traitor's death you deserve. But given the circumstances, your extinction must come quicker. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
Got some bags up here. Eyes on some milk.
Regain sight. Restoring the balance.
I will make your last moments excruciating.
Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just in time.
finish then. Montelli's reign of terror has ended. If you'd have told me all those years ago that this is where my future would lead, standing over Montelli's corpse, I'm not sure I would have wished to survive that disaster. What's done is done. I only hope my superiors will understand my actions here today, and that the Vox will be strengthened under new leadership. After I've summoned janitorial services, give the station the news. There'll be much that needs explaining. I suppose I should thank you for your assistance, but for both our sakes, I do hope we never meet again.
Finally, control. Breeze must have left some evidence behind. Let's poke around.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude. So you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is. We ought to move, quick!